So you want to know the top 5 things you need to know before moving to Brighton, Michigan? Well, the major thing you really need to know is all about the all right, guys, I don't know what's going on here. Let's try that again. The major thing you need to know is all about the oh man, what is my video editor doing here? The major thing you need to know is the city. All right, I think we're gonna have to fire the video editor, but guys, I'm gonna get into this in the video, so I guess you're gonna have to watch the whole entire thing. So hope you enjoy. Hey, if you're new to this channel and you guys want to know everything there is to know about living here in Brighton, Michigan, then go ahead and consider subscribing and tapping that little bell so you're the first to learn about the current market right here in Brighton, Michigan. My name is Meldrum, your go-to Brighton real estate agent, and I'm making videos just like this on what it's like to live in Brighton and all of the beautiful surrounding areas. So whether you're making a move in 1 month or 1 year from now, it doesn't matter. You got to get a hold of us. All of my contact information is in the description below. I've even put my Calendly link down in there so you can schedule a Zoom call so we can meet face to face. And as always, we'd be happy to help you make a smooth move here to Brighton or any of the surrounding beautiful areas. So we're going to get into the video here in just a second, but if you're somebody that lives here in Brighton and you want to share something that you love about Brighton, or maybe it's something that you don't love about Brighton, drop that in the comments below. Just let the audience know what they need to know before moving to Brighton, Michigan. All right, so what are the top 5 things you need to know before moving to Brighton, Michigan? Well, before we get into all these top 5s, let's talk about Brighton just as a whole. Like, why would somebody want to move to Brighton? You know, there's a lot of attractions here, but you know, what we're seeing a lot of is migrations from other cities and towns surrounding Brighton in Metro Detroit. People are kind of shoulder to shoulder like this. Oh, my neighbor is like 2 inches from my house. You know, people are looking in my windows. I grew up in Metro Detroit, guys. I know the feeling. I mean, it's suburbia to its finest. You know, just a grid of houses and nothing but a sea of houses. No real character, no like downtown area. Yeah, you can go downtown Detroit, but when I was growing up, downtown Detroit was not the place to be. I can assure you that. It's changed completely since I've grown up there. But people get out to Livingston County and they get a little bit more elbow room. You know, they have a little bit more space to move around. And I think that's one of the things that we share with all of our clients. You know, people like you who are considering making a move to Brighton, is it's a slower pace of life, but it's also really close to everything you need. You kind of got the mix between rural and urban, you know, living. So you got both of those here in Brighton. And these 5 things you need to know about moving to Brighton, Michigan are going to make sure that you are getting the best quality of life when you move to a new city. All right, so let's kick this off. And I'd be remiss if I didn't start with this one, because I think this is a big attraction for a lot of people coming to the Brighton area, which is the lakes here in Brighton. We have a ton of lake communities. Some are golf course lake communities. Some are, you know, recreational lake communities. We have camping and all these different sorts of amenities and attractions, you know, outside of just lake living. And when it comes down to it, we have over 20 lakes here in Brighton. It's 20 lakes, guys. That's insane. And Brighton's not that big of an area. We'll put it up on the map here so you guys can see, but we have 20 lakes here. That's not even including the lakes that are south and east of us, or west of us in Howell, and south in Pinckney, and then north, you know, in Heartland has some lakes. And then you get up to Fenton, there's more lakes up there. But the lake communities here are great. So whether you're looking for, you know, a spot to go fishing, a spot to, you know, tow tubers, skiers, you know, go jet skiing, you have all those options. And then there's the Huron River and some more, you know, kind of quiet lakes and recreational areas where you can go fishing, just take a paddle boat out and just kind of relax. So if you're visiting Brighton in the summer and you want a cool place to hang out and that's public that you can go to, I would definitely check out Jump Island. This is a whole entire obstacle course in the middle of a lake. Kids can go run around on that. Parents, they got grills, picnic tables. I mean, you could spend the afternoon there or the entire day. You could throw a party there. You could throw, you know, birthday party, graduation party, whatever the case may be. They do have private events that you can rent the thing for. So absolutely great. If you're here visiting in the summer and you want a place to go, check out Jump Island. All right, so next up on the list is the downtown area. Contrary to a lot of our other Metro Detroit cities where there isn't a downtown. I grew up in St. Clair Shores, guys. We didn't have a downtown. There was a nautical mile, but you know, that consisted of like one restaurant, one gas station, and a couple ice cream stores, but they don't have those over in Metro Detroit. So when you're looking for more of a downtown area where the city can kind of come gather, there's local events, and it has some character and some charm to it, Brighton is definitely one of those cities that has the charm and the community atmosphere that has events and all these things happening on a weekly basis. So in the summer, even in the winter, I see people just walking downtown. You can walk around Mill Pond, which is a big body of water that is right downtown. They have bridges and walkways that go over to it, so you can get to some of the restaurants on Grand River and then come back over into the city, have a coffee at Brighton Coffee House and Theater overlooking the pond, or go to the Amp Theater, kind of watch some live music. And you got duck, geese, all these little birds out there. It's fantastic, guys. The kids love it. And to boot, you also have, that's kind of Canadian, isn't it? Well, I don't know why I said that. Well, in addition to the Mill Pond, we also have the Imagination Station downtown Brighton, and it's great for bringing the kids down, go grab a bite to eat, and then afterwards, go let them run some steam off. Get out, get some energy out before bed, and that's what we love doing with our girls. So if you're like us and you want to go out and have a great stroll around the park, go let the kids run around, grab a bite to eat, grab some ice cream, and head home, that's a perfect Friday or Saturday night in our book. So next up on the list is the school systems here in Brighton. Now you got a lot of great school systems surrounding Brighton as well. You got Ann Arbor to the south, which is highly ranked. Saline is up there, Dexter, Heartland, Howell, South Lyon. A lot of these schools are great, but being in Brighton, it's all about lifestyle, right? So it depends on what you want, and the school system is just a component of that. You want a great place to raise your family, you want a great education system. So in addition to the public school system being A-rated according to niche.com and a lot of the other publications that we look at to value how the school systems are doing here in Brighton, you also have a lot of private schools. So there's some Catholic schools and there's also charter schools here in Brighton. So definitely check those out. I'll put those links in the description below. But if you have any questions, always feel free to reach out. And if you have questions that you don't want to reach out for, hey guys, drop those in comments below. I answer all those personally, and I'd be happy to help answer those as well. And number 4 on the list has to be location. Location, location, location. We hear this all the time in real estate, but this couldn't be more true for Brighton. Centrally located right on the highway systems. You got 23 going north and south. You got 96 going east and west. You can literally get anywhere you need to go within about 20 to 40 minutes. So if you want to head over to Lansing, that's about a 30-minute drive to the west. If you're going to Detroit or any of the Metro Detroit areas, like Novi, Bloomfield Hills, Birmingham, Royal Oak, you're about a 30-minute drive to the east. And then if you want to go south, you have about a 15 to 20-minute drive to Ann Arbor. If you're going on the south side of Ann Arbor to Saline, you got about 25, 30 minutes as well. And then you're heading north, you can get up north into Traverse City, Petoskey, all the cool vacation spots. Here in Michigan, it's about a 3.5 hour drive away, and it's super convenient. If you guys haven't checked out Mackinac Island, I highly suggest you guys do that. I'm going to have a video coming out here, actually on Memorial Day, that we're going to be dropping. I did a tour as we vacationed for my sister's wedding up in Mackinac Island, so you can check that out here. But definitely location, centrally located to everything, great location on and off the highway, and you have everything you need pretty much right here. All the shopping and all the major, grocery stores and department stores are right off of Grand River, 96, and then 23, you got the Green Oak Village there. So location, location, location. I couldn't express this more, guys. Brighton is the perfect location if you're looking to, work in Lansing, work in Metro Detroit, but you want a little bit more laid back. And again, you want that elbow room. You guys got to get that elbow room when living shoulder to shoulder. Not the lifestyle. All right, so last up on the list, and this is something you will not find on the internet about why Brighton is such a great place to live, which is, lean in for this one, guys, because I really want to stress this. This is the community, okay? The community here in Brighton is phenomenal. Well, I live here in Brighton, so if you like me, you'll probably like living in Brighton, but there's a lot of people like me who live here in Brighton, and the community just wraps their arms around so many different things going on in the community, from the downtown commerce to, the events that go on, to just walking downtown and getting a smile, getting a hello, getting an actual friendly person to help you do something. And that's Brighton, in my opinion. Let me share a story with you guys, because we started living here in 2016. We bought our first house. We were in Ann Arbor. Ann Arbor's great, right? But it became unaffordable for us. So we started looking for places, to live, and Brighton kept popping up because of all the reasons I talked about. Centrally located. Again, my family was in Metro Detroit. My wife's family was in the Flint area at the time. Now they're in Fenton. But we started looking for places to live that were centrally located. Now we were looking in like Novi, because that would have been a even distance between both families. But at the end of the day, Brighton kept coming up on our places to live. So we ended up buying a house here in Brighton, same house we've been in for past 6-7 years. And we started a Facebook group when we got here. And we started a Facebook group called Brighton Michigan Happenings to find places to and things to do with our girls. Being new to the community, we didn't know anybody. We didn't have a sphere of influence. And, this was before I was even in real estate too. We were just, trying to grasp onto like, we noticed that they didn't have a community page like that. We were kind of like seeing events all over the place. So anyways, we started the group, and today it is 27,000 people in the group, all sharing different experiences, all sharing different recommendations for places around town. You can get a local recommendation for pretty much anything you want here in Brighton. And we've started sharing back a lot of these videos and content in the group to showcase what an amazing place Brighton is to live. So we got some cool things in the works for that. We're taking that to the next level, and I'm super excited about it. But guys, don't forget about the community here. This is not something you're going to find online. This is only something you can feel and experience for yourself. So if you're thinking about moving to Brighton, Michigan, definitely give us a call. We want to help take you guys around town, show you guys what Brighton really is all about so you get the full experience. So again, if you're moving in 1 week or 1 year from now, go ahead and give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. My team and I will be happy to help make a smooth move here in Brighton or wherever you're going in the surrounding area. All right, guys, well, that wraps up this video. Thanks for hanging out with me. And until next time, we will catch you on the next one. Peace.